Email Marketing 101. So, you want to get involved in email marketing? Let me just take a moment to congratulate you there. Email marketing is one of the most effective marketing strategies and has been shown to have among the highest returns on investment, open rates, and click-through rates. Email marketing means speaking directly to your customers and not relying on a third party like Facebook or Twitter that can change its policies at any time. Moreover, it also means reaching your audience in a manner that is highly engaging and much more likely to lead to a purchase or a new lead. In fact, just to reassure you that this is definitely the right place to invest your time and money, consider some of these statistics. First, did you know that email marketing has a return on investment of 4,300%? That's a massive profit, and it boils down to the simple fact that email marketing costs barely anything to participate in. In fact, the only real overhead incurred by email marketing is the cost of your email autoresponder. Okay, so how about this? 91% of all consumers check their email at least once a day. I know that I check mine considerably more. Do you? Part of this also comes down to the ubiquity of mobile devices. We now carry devices in our pockets that notify us each time that we get a new message, which is a surefire way to ensure we don't miss new emails. Meanwhile, a recent survey showed that companies that take part in email marketing rate it as more profitable than PPC advertising, content marketing, affiliate marketing, display advertising, mobile ads, social media marketing, and direct marketing. 66% of U.S. consumers over the age of 15 say that they have at some point made a purchase as the direct result of an email campaign, too. Do email marketing campaigns work? You bet. While looking at this data, what else can we learn? Well, another survey of consumers found that most recipients will open their emails based purely on the subject heading. Okay, so what that's really saying is that email marketing is only as effective as the strategy you learn to use. This is an incredibly powerful tool for growing your audience and developing relationships with your leads. It can also be an excellent way to gain direct conversations. But in order to gain those benefits, you need to know what you're doing. That's why your first job is to educate yourself. How to build trust and authority among your subscribers. Building a mailing list is a fantastic accomplishment and one that will prove very fruitful for any internet marketer. But this is not the end in itself, but rather the means to an end. What that end is depends on your business model and how you intend to earn money from your online activities. But in any case, the objective is to make sure that your subscribers trust you and that they are keen to read future messages from you. It's not enough to have their email addresses. You need their attention, and you need their trust. Here's how you get it. Firstly, it is important to recognize that you are in a privileged position once someone gives you their email address. This is already a sign of trust, so your first job is not to abuse that trust. The best way you can go about doing that is to make sure that you aren't simply using your emails to sell to your list. If all you are doing is promoting your products, then it will only be a matter of time before you lose your subscribers. Instead, what you need to do is to provide value in each and every email. In other words, provide free information, useful advice, or entertainment. You need to ensure that your audience feels it was worth their while to read your message. And that's also one reason that you should be keeping your messages short, so that you don't waste their time. When providing information, make sure that it is not only accurate, but also insightful, and better than the information they get elsewhere. Try to make each message into a mini epiphany for your readers, so that the next time they have a question, they come to you. You want them to think, that guy or gal usually makes sense. What do they think? Another useful tip is to try and speak in a friendly and direct manner. share personal stories, and generally be a little more intimate via email than you might be through other forms of marketing, or even on your own blog. This will allow your audience to feel as though they are getting to know you, which in turn will make you more likable and thus more trustworthy. Finally, make sure that when you do have something to sell, it is something you really believe in. People can tell when you're trying to sell junk, and if they buy once, you can be sure they won't again. How to create a landing page that gets opt-ins. One of the simplest and best ways to get more people to sign up to your mailing list is to create a successful landing page. This is a single page that will convince new visitors to sign up to your mailing list, with no distractions and no other purpose besides that one singular goal. But while a landing page can be a great tool, not all landing pages are made equal. The question then is, how can you make sure that your landing page is one of the successful ones that actually gets opt-ins? In this presentation, we'll answer that question. The right design. The first thing to consider is that your landing page needs the right design. In particular, a good landing page will have no external links or even any menu elements. You don't want to include any ads, and you don't want anything on the page that will distract your visitors from signing up. This should be a mostly blank page then, and the only way to get out should be for your user to click back. Build trust. Another important aspect of creating a landing page with the right design is to make sure that you build trust. In particular, your landing page should look professional and should feature high-definition images and well-written copy. Anything that looks like spam or that appears to be badly put together will make your visitors concerned to give you their address. Use the right incentive. An incentive, also called a magnet, is a freebie that you will give away in order to encourage people to sign up for your mailing list. This might be a free ebook or a free report. The right incentive should be interesting enough and appealing enough that people who are on the fence about signing up decide to go ahead and do it. It should also be relevant to your target audience, of course. Don't make the mistake of making your incentive too good, though. Otherwise, you'll risk people signing up to your list just to get the freebie, and then quickly unsubscribing or just ignoring your future messages. Focus on the value proposition. Good copy for your landing page should always focus on the value proposition. That means telling the audience what their life will be like after they sign up. The more you can sell this dream and make it sound appealing, the more likely people will be to make an impulse decision to sign up. How to get your emails delivered to your subscribers' inboxes. Just because you have a large mailing list, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to succeed at email marketing. In fact, this is really just the first step to running a successful marketing campaign, and not necessarily the most difficult step at that. The hard part, then, is actually getting your subscribers to read your messages. And this, in turn, is not only a matter of writing persuasive messages that people want to open, but also boils down to getting your messages to actually reach your subscribers' inboxes. This means bypassing their spam filter, and it means avoiding their social and promotional mailboxes too. In this presentation, we'll look at a couple of things that you can do to help ensure your messages end up in the right place. Write by hand. The first and most important step by far is to make sure that all your messages are handwritten. That doesn't mean you need to get out the quill. It means that you need to stop using auto-generated subject headings and greetings, and instead write each message personally. Avoid spam terms. Spam filters are based on algorithms, which means that they can only do so much. One way that spam filters work is by looking for specific terms that will be considered warning signs that a message is not handwritten. Examples include words like Viagra, handbags, money, cash, etc. Avoid these terms and you'll reduce your likelihood of getting filtered. Keep your messages short. Think about the last message you got from a friend. How long was it? Chances are that it was probably a few hundred words at most, and not thousands of lines long. Keep this in mind. Avoid images. Likewise, avoid large images and attachments. Gmail and other email clients can't scan these, and so they are extra cautious. Ask to be whitelisted. The best strategy for getting into customers' inboxes, and one of the ones that is most often overlooked, is simply to ask your visitors to whitelist your messages. If you keep on providing value, and your customers have come to value the content you provide, then you should find that they respond positively if you ask them to consider telling Google that your messages belong in the inbox. All this can really help your messages to end up in the inbox. But remember, the secret to success is to focus on the human element and forget the bots. That's what the bots want you to do anyway.